Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Mason Ford 212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
I guess I'm going to use my stomach.
What's up, Vaughn?
What's up?
All right, so I broke the bad news to Vaughn about Tom Holland being a young Nathan Drake in the Uncharted.
It should have been him because to me, Nathan Fillion, Drake. Then it's really looked at Fillion and based his look from Fillion.
But to be fair, they are doing a young version of him. So yeah, because if they would have had cast him as the actual older version, I would have been all against that because there's no way.
Okay.
Right. So it's going to be like a young Indiana Jones, but a young Uncharted, basically, right? Like just he's a kid and how he starts out, I guess.
Where he starts out with Sully. Which you're going to learn, like if you play the video game series, if you do all of them, you're going to learn the background story on part 3 of how they met. And it's really interesting. So I'm hoping that, even though I don't agree with the actor, I think a couple of other actors should have been kind of tested. Because Nathan Drake requires a person who can do, like, he has this naivety to him, but yet he's smart ass basically, and you know, he's a fallible character. He's very fallible, and that needs somebody who can actually bring out the size of him, even when he was young. But hopefully they don't change his origin story, because that is really pissing me off about these game movies.
Yes.
That they always trying to. For the movie purposes, they want to change the origin stories. And that doesn't make sense because if they wanted, that's not how, if they wanted to see how it is, they should at least kept the origin story. Because with Tomb Raider, now she has a 5th origin story that doesn't correlate with the game at all. Yeah.
Let's see. Hang on, get my head stopped spinning. Yeah, that's Tomb Raider.
Yeah, so hopefully they stay with, because there's an interesting dynamic to that story. It's a very good origin story for him. I think it's better than Tomb Raider, to be honest, the way that whole origin story develops. And it's just really good. You know, it's just, it pulls you in, and then hopefully, and also it's 2 dynamics. It's him and his brother, which, spoiler alert, you're going to learn about soon, and him and Sully. So they, you know how that can go, Scott, if they try to bring those 2 factors together don't do that in a very intelligent way, it's going to be all over the place, and you might lose some viewers because of that. Yeah.
So you're not happy for now?
No, I'm not. I don't have, I mean, I wasn't too thrilled about Flash because I did see Justice League this past weekend.
Okay.
How's your stomach feeling because of seeing Justice League?
To be fair, it was a solid movie to me. I liked it.
All right. I liked it too.
I liked the characterization of Flash though, because they didn't do it like most Flash incarnations are. Very cocky, very I know it all. He was actually excited to learn new stuff. So I was happy with that. The whole Superman thing, they could have. That just, it wasn't thought out basically, but it was good. It was just not thought out and clear cut as I would like it.
Did it feel rushed to you?
Yeah, it did. In a certain aspect, it felt very rushed.
They were coming to the end, like, we got to finish this up. Let's just script this real quickie ending. So
I am a fan of the movies, and I thought, why the hell didn't Lois Lane just buy the damn house? She made so much damn money from the Daily Planet. Why didn't she just buy her dead fiance's mother's house? That, oh my God, you're saying that she's going to make her life fall apart. Lois Lane is going to make her life fall apart doing cat articles, and she's going to become super poor.
They turned her into the whole woman in distress that a guy needs to be saved. It needs to save her tidbit.
And they don't communicate. Nobody communicates.
I watched this with my mom, and she was like, we thought that the mom sold the house because she lost a son. Like, we was connected on that point. Cause,
Clark was sending her the money.
Exactly.
So there's no money.
Yeah, there was no money coming in. So we did realize, the bank repoed her house, but she did have somebody who could have actually helped her keep the farm, and she didn't do nothing at all.
Bruce Wayne wanted buying the bank because he couldn't buy the house. Yeah. So he bought the whole entire bank, which is crazy. But, he helped out because he's like, yeah, I kind of am the reason why you died in the first place. Exactly. So.
But, I think the whole thing with Superman should never happen because that's the own epic story with Batman.
He shouldn't have died in the first place.
He shouldn't have died in the first one because if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, he's the one who started Justice League in the original, right? So
I'm not sure, but the thing is that you wait to the end to kill him because you have to build him up first and then kill him. There was no build up. You just killed him right away. It was like a waste.
Yeah.
That's why it really didn't make any sense because how could anybody have a monument of someone they weren't even fully behind in the first place?
They should have had the Doomsday scenario for his set from the.
You have to like Justice League 3.
Yeah, exactly.
For Superman 3 or Superman 2.
Darkseid kills him, and then it's like, all right, and then you do Man of Steel 2, whatever.
Exactly, yeah. So it felt like the whole Batman versus Superman should have been a own separate story, and they could have just left his death out of it because that doesn't make sense in the scheme of things.
It was all Rob Snyder, right? Was it Rob Snyder? Or was
Zack
Snyder, Zack Snyder, like effing it up.
I'm like, do you even understand how that comment went with that? Have you ever sit down and actually thought about it and then bring him back?
You bring him in Man of Steel and you introduce him and then you kill him in the next movie.
Exactly.
It's like
stupid. That's stupid as hell.
Nobody would do that. That wouldn't make any sense.
And
plus you have him snap Zod's neck, which was ridiculous.
First, then do the whole Batman V, but of course they can't do it.
The only way you can be cleansed is, unfortunately, if you get a different Superman and you do reboot the whole damn universe, because this is kind of tainted now.
Yeah, it is.
Unless you explain that you can't snap a Kryptonian's neck, that with the thing, like, from the dead body of Doomsday, Zod pops out, you know?
Yeah.
That would be better because at least you would say, all right, Superman never killed anybody. You know, like I wouldn't want to
think about it. With him being on Earth, wouldn't Zod's healing factor from the sun? Yes, it would take a long time because he hadn't yet.
He would be able to adapt better with his powers.
Yeah, he would have slowly gotten
and then he
better.
would have been a really tough for Superman.
So that snapping of the neck would just put him into coma.
You could have did a Man of Steel 2, and then you could really blow it on us where you go like, Man of Steel 3, The Return of Zod, or The Revenge of Zod.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, oh, shit, he's alive. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, really.
Yeah, they should have. That's the thing. Like, all these characters haven't been built up. And I know, I can't compare them to Marvel, because Marvel, let's be honest, set a standard on how to build characters.
Oh, yeah.
Up.
It's off the hook.
It's off the hook how they doing. And they did it intelligently. But DC, unfortunately, you can't be like Marvel because you have proven this with the fact that you have storylines that don't even need to be.
They're so screwed.
Yeah.
That they're like, hey, you want a movie? You want a movie? We're going to make a movie about the bad guy that's connected with Shazam.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you wouldn't.
And then when we bring out our Shazam, he's going to look, you can tell that he's... the
movie's going to be better than Shazam. It's going to be
for a cake.
Yeah, come on. Like, oh, let's get a movie to Harley Quinn. Oh, let's get a movie to Joker. Oh, let's do this movie. Let's do that movie. Let's have like 5 different Batman movies, but not one Batman movie.
Exactly.
Exactly. All the people connected to Batman, but not Batman 1, 2, and 3, which you need to have. That's where they're screwed up.
Yeah.
You take your plans, you say, look, what made us money?
First, and then you introduce the rogues.
What made us money in the past? Batman movies.
Yes. Batman
movies. Forget about all of this.
I'm sold on Ben Affleck. I think he could actually do good with if they would have started with his own series first and then build up to Justice League. That's how you do it, because
he's doing interview when he was doing stuff with them. He did not want to be there.
No,
he would rather be home and clip his toenails. You had to see they were trying to do stupid shit. They're trying to be corny. They were this. He just did not want to be there. Like, oh, I'm crying because I'm making $20, $30, $40 million a picture. Get out of there then, and leave the damn role already.
Yeah,
leave it.
Somebody who probably can do better if you just so disgruntled with that role.
Leave it then. I mean, you don't want to be Daredevil, then you don't want to be Batman either. Then don't do it then.
Yeah.
If they really want to do something like that, then do something like what Ryan Reynolds is doing with Deadpool. You have somebody who cares about Batman enough to make the movie themselves, and then that way you can introduce your Batman. You can introduce like maybe one or two of the rogues, and then boom.
Half these writers suck when it comes to. Half of them suck because they don't know how to effing build up damn storyline for DC. You build this shit up. Even Suicide Squad, they got scared. They made it light, and it should stay dark. The Joker should have been the villain of the movie. No Enchantress crap. None of that garbage. None of these God things. None of whatever. The Joker, because the conflict would be that she didn't want them to kill the Joker. So she would constantly turn on them, but then turn on him. And it'd be like Batman showing up, and then Batman being in the movie for not just a cameo. It would have been crazy. Then you find out at the end of the movie that the Joker killed Robin. And it'd be like, and then he wants to kill him, but then they grab him and they arrest him, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like you need to have the what the fuck moments. You know, forget about this. Oh, promotion with posters and shit.
Yeah,
you fucked it up, and that's the whole thing. It's like Batman, right? How do you fucking have Justice League? And you didn't even have fucking Wonder Woman barely even had a fucking movie. Like, I mean,
exactly.
Get the fuck out of here with that. Get out of here with that. You build them up like Marvel did, and we want to copy. All right, you don't copy, but you fucked up anyway.
Yeah, you did.
So then, listen, take all your fucking movies and scrap every fucking plan right now. You shouldn't even be doing a Suicide Squad 2 because you got it fucking wrong in the first place. Just wait a second. Do a Batman movie, right? Yep. 3 movies.
Your trilogy movies first.
Every year.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Get those under your belt, and then do your Justice League. Then do your Villains Rogue movies.
See, that's what it should have been. It should have been built up, but they didn't do that, and that's why Suicide
like Marvel so much to where they made their characters dark, to where they keep forgetting Superman is supposed to be Batman's.
Yeah.
Listen, scrap. This is what you do. You put the fucking script out this year. You film the end of this year Batman movie. You put it out in 2019. You do another Batman movie like the Avengers. You have it every fucking year, right? You put out 3 fucking Batman movies in 3 fucking years. You get Ben Affleck. He films the shit. He loses weight because he's looking like he's eating way too many Twinkies waiting for each one, okay? You saw his friggin' face. It looked ridiculous, okay? It did. It was like 1 minute like this, and then minutes like this, okay? That's how long you're waiting for Aquaman to join the group? Jesus. But anyway, like, just get him to do the fucking movie, and then the last movie, he kills fucking Robin, and that's when his fucking house and his millions fall apart, and this falls apart, and then he's sleeping with every woman, and all kinds of bullshit, and then you started off from friggin' Man of Steel where he, like, sees what happens. That's it. You build him up, and that's what you do. You build him up as a character. And forget about this, I'm old. Nobody wants to see a whiny fucking superhero going to fight the villain, and you're worried about he's going to break his back and not be able to continue. Nobody wants to hear that. I didn't like it when Doctor Who, when Moffat had a fucking midlife crisis and he's having the doctor talk from I'm too old. Yeah. Shut the fuck up already.
Please, man.
Shut the fuck up already.
And then he did it with fucking Capaldi of all people to do that.
God, Matt Smith was like a fucking baby, and he's like, I'm too old. I don't even see what's going on in my yard, Amy Pond, but you do. Like, shut the fuck up, Moffat. It's you, not the doctor.
No, it's not the doctor.
Jesus.
The doctor is an alien form. So
God.
sure.
Being an alien, he shouldn't give a damn about.
I always find a way to put it right back to Doctor Who, don't I? But anyway.
But anyway, I mean, but see, here's back to the thing. That's the problem with DC. They are damn good at cartoons. They are damn good at actual serial shows.
And TV.
They are not. Yeah, they are not.
You know what? I got a perfect solution. I got a perfect solution. You do Flashpoint, but he fucks it up so bad that everybody's origins redone. Everybody's redone. Everybody has amnesia. Nobody knows anything. Nothing ever happens. And then boom, you start out Batman. Batman 1, 2, 3. Man of Steel 1, 2, 3. Flash. Yeah. You start it that way. Wipe everybody out. You got to wipe the slate.
I got an idea. I can even top that one. At least add to it. Let's say Diana's on Themyscira, and for whatever reason, Themyscira isn't 100% affected by the.
Well, yes, you don't change her timeline, but you change everybody. Well, no, then no, you can't because everybody's connected to her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you gotta change. Listen, they were worried about this. This is why they shredded the script in the first place. That's fine. They did not want Batman getting fucked up, and guess what? Because I was the only one that was making the money. Batman's fucked up right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Every character's fucked up.
Could have allowed Tim Burton to go on to make his third Batman movie. We wouldn't be seeing probably all this stuff.
And now Warner Brothers is fucking up other movies now. It's like a trend lately. So they need to get their shit in gear.
Why is Gotham getting it right and DC can't get it right? Let's say a television
because they've got their own TV and they're allowed a chance to build.
Don't give them too much props because we're gonna have Metropolis TV series where it's gonna be Mulder and Scully. I'm sorry, friggin' Lois Lane and Lex Luthor as fucking whatever.
Oh my God! Really?
We talked about this, yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember.
It was so horrible you erased it from your memory. Remember?
Yeah.
So this is what DC don't know what the fuck they're doing. Honestly.
DC should have thought they're planning.
Because they don't have a Feige.
DC don't know what they're doing in the movie aspect.
Yeah,
and in the comic aspect, Marvel don't know what the fuck they're doing now because they're trying to make it like, let's do number ones. Oh. Doctor Strange in space. Nobody wants to fucking see that. All right, yeah, you got it right with Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider, but the shit that you're doing, like, give me a fucking break. Wake the Captain America frozen in the future. Nobody wants to see that shit either. It's a gimmick. You're making a gimmick out of it. He's not supposed to be frozen 5, 10 fucking times.
Speaking of Marvel movies and cartoons and stuff like that, I saw like the Secret War thing today, like the episodes they are doing on XD.
Okay.
I got confused. I'm like, what the hell is going on with that? Because apparently, I don't know if that's her origin. The female Thor was a scientist, and somehow she got she somehow is worthy of the hammer. And that's
Marvel fucked up, and they're like, well, if Thor's worthy, then his girlfriend's worthy, and his dog's worthy. So anybody that Thor like sleeps with or friends with, then they're probably gonna have the hammer. So, which is stupid because now every time he's stupid. Listen, she shouldn't have been worthy. Why? Because she was Thor's girlfriend. Give me a break.
Yeah,
she shouldn't have the hammer. Just like what's his name had a girlfriend, the Falcon. Was with Misty Knight, right? They were going out or something. Then she became Captain America when he had a cold or some shit. It's like, what the fuck is that? She put the costume on and everything. She's Captain America.
And then to make things worse, they go up there. They made Loki Sorcerer Supreme.
Well, that's another fucking. See here's the thing with that, right? Yeah. He made it in Spider-Man. He's just fucking with people. He's like, oh, so you're a hero now? He's like, no, I'm not a freaking hero. Yeah, I'm saving the earth, but I'm still freaking my same. I don't give a fuck about anybody. It's like, oh shit. He's just like, I'm just a villain that shows you how it's supposed to be done, like to save everybody. I don't give a fuck.
But this was
right. Like he'll fucking kill people. I don't care.
But this was all in the cartoons, and they were saying that when he became Sorcerer Supreme, he was evil, so he was going around. But Avengers quickly. Her and what her name is, Jane and Dora teamed up and beat him. I was like, how the hell is this happening? What?
The comics are so fucked right now. It's like not even funny. Like there's some good things happening with Spider-Man, but everything else is shit.
Oh, you can tell that now because of the way they did the Secret Wars on the cartoons. I'm like,
Let me tell you something. The comic, they fucked that whole thing up because the whole thing was that they were trying to say that all the realities were bumping into each other. So now, how does this make any sense? The only way to stop it, they got to kill all the heroes from the other universe to save their universe. What the fuck is that? That's stupid. Then Doctor Doom,
Hunger Games.
Doctor Doom becomes the god of the whole universe, right? And he has the power to do everything but replace his nose. Like, he has no nose. But yet he's married to Sue Richards. He's with her every night. He has kids. He has everything he wants, but he don't have a nose. So you know what happens? They're fighting. He's still the villain, whatever. Reed Richards gets all the powers, gives him a nose job. That's how you fucking. That's how he becomes a superhero, because he's got a fucking brand new nose. You realize that?
Christ.
That's the reality of why he became a superhero, because now he looks like a billionaire playboy. So what does he do? Because he's rich and he looks like a billionaire playboy that he can get chicks and everything. So now he hangs out with Tony Stark now, and that's why he becomes Iron Man. Because he's like, oh, whatever. I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous.
It's vanity that causes him to be a hero.
What the fuck, man? Now I can look at myself in the mirror. Get the fuck out of here with that.
I'm telling you, they need to do something, because god darn, that's a mess. I'm like, I can't even watch it anymore.
It is the stupidest fuck. And then some alien says, oh, by the way, Tony Stark, you're adopted. They're not your parents. First of all, you look like your father. You look like your mother. You have his intelligence. Like, now you're adopted, and there's some other creature that's the real. They fucked his origin up. So now they try to, let's make it hip. Why? They're trying to like make it like Iron Man is really Robert Downey Jr. in the comics. So let's give him a hipster mother that's like has a rock group or some shit. And that's the way he is. That's why he is where he is. Get the fuck out of here.
That's how they screwed up Sliders. Because
I remember that.
You think that, oh, cool, he's from this universe, and just by happenstance made this.
And why the fuck does Thor have a golden arm now? He has lost his arm. He has a gold arm and a gold hammer. How the fuck does that make sense?
So are we trying to mimic Aquaman from DC now?
Yeah, yes. That's exactly what they did. And I'm the first one to call them out on it. Yeah.
What the hell is going on with Marvel, man? Can they get their shit together? I mean, they got the movie shit together. Can they
you could do shit with the characters to make them different, but like, at least explain it away right. Like when fucking Doctor Strange had that fucking mask and it was like, well, that weird shit. That was fucking cool. It was explained it away. But him having a golden arm and a golden hammer, that's retarded. Stupid. And then all the heroes are away now. How are you gonna explain that away now? Now they all, because the books got canceled, so now you kill everybody else off in a second. You gotta explain that. So they don't explain anything. They're just like shitty. Now the whole comic is a horror book. Really? That's a scary horror book now, right? Like, what are you doing with the Hope? What are you doing with the books? What are you doing? Like, I understand you want to make money, but Jesus Christ, you're ruining the fucking books.
Yeah, it's just no passion, no creativity.
I don't know what the fuck's happening, but you know what?
They just pumping them out like.
Listen, as long as Spider-Man's all right, I don't give a fuck.
Because they have to put them out every week to every 2 weeks.
Well, that's bullshit too with that Avengers shit. That needs to stop. They don't give themselves time to actually. We're used to when they just did it a month to month thing. They had time to be able to go in and go, okay, we can do this, we can do this. Yes, it may seem odd, but at least later on down the road, we can explain what happened in issue yada yada. We can then 2 years later, we can explain what happened in issue the following or previous. But now with this whole week to 2 week rollout, they don't give themselves time to actually think. They just pump BS out day after day. Venom has been around for what, 20, 30 years? He has more fucking storylines in this past 2 years than his whole fucking run. They have like the biggest fucking storylines I've ever seen with Venom now. And it's like, how do you cram all that shit in there at one after the other, after the other, after the other? It's called business, money making, GQ. Let's get our quota or our tax analysis in, and our stockholders meeting, and Venom fights this guy this month. Give me a break. You need to treat it like a comic. It's ridiculous. Some of the stuff that's happening in these comics are ridiculous. Tony Stark does not become Sorcerer Supreme in the far future. Get that? Because you want to know why they did that? Because he has his goatee looks like like friggin' Stephen Strange. Get the fuck out of here with
So what that has to do? It's two different people. Why?
Ask Brian Michael Bendis why he did that shit. Ridiculous.
I can't support
These guys are like old men that not married. They don't get whatever. It's just ridiculous. God, get some new blood in there. Make them like, you know, they just don't know how to write anymore.
They need some fresh perspective because that's gonna kill that comic book.
You need somebody that's friggin' like to write the book that's not friggin' as miserable as fuck. They got to be happy in their own life.
Yeah.
Get some new blood in there. Jesus. You know what you should do? I'll tell you what you should do. Forget about the ego, right? You call up Todd McFarlane. Hey, could you come back to Spider-Man? We'll give you a book. Eric Lawson also. You get all the fucking people that they pissed off, right? Like they really pissed off that were really fucking amazing and great. You say, listen, we're Marvel Comics. We fucked up. Here's some fucking money. Take care of this, please. We beg you. And you're gonna make shares and shit and whatever. Exactly. I guarantee you that shit will be fixed up in 5 fucking seconds.
Well, you know,
I guarantee you.
They ain't gonna do nothing like that because they don't want to admit that they was wrong.
The guy that creates fucking Thanos with all these people gotta go to the theater. He has to pay for a fucking ticket to watch his creation on the screen and doesn't get jack shit for it. That's amazing. These people in a poorhouse, these writers, they don't get a fucking dime, and they're watching Marvel make billions of fucking dollars. This is why Marvel, nobody's creating characters for you because you're greedy as fuck. That's why a lot of
them left to form Image Comics and a lot of these others.
And you don't know.
Give them a plan, some type of that you could create a character. We'll give you money for the rest of your life. They do that for Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
In fact, they tried to stop that shit. They tried to call him a different name, Soldier X or some shit, and same thing with Cable. And people are like, the thing went in the toilet, got canceled. People are like, what the fuck are you doing? Then they said, fuck it, just pay him because we don't know what we're doing. We fucked up.
That's sad, man. People are struggling.
What they need to do, what these writers are going to have, probably should have done or need to do, is silently put out a trademark or copyright thing, so that way they get, if not 100% of the money, then at least a smidgen of the money, so they can.
You know what you do?
If I was one of these creators, I know that's what I would do. And then
you know what you do? You tie in Mephisto, right?
Yeah.
With fucking Tom McFarlane shit, like with the demons. And you fucking have the Violator and Overkill and all fucking Spawn's villains come into Spider-Man's universe and Spawn and all of them, and you make like a whole big mess of Mephisto / Malbolgia / whatever. Like Malbolgia is like Mephisto's father or some shit, and you make like a whole fucking thing, and it's like a crossover with Image, like McFarlane only. And Spider-Man. It'll be the greatest fucking thing ever. You can throw the Demon Goblin in there. You throw the Lizard in there. You throw Kraven the Hunter, Calypso. All the shit that he built up in the comics, like Demon Variety, whatever, you'd be fucking fantastic. I guarantee.
And then they could do one with the DC as well. They could go back to doing the DC Marvel or DC Image.
They're still not. They're trying to. Right now, that's why that guy's there. That's why that guy's there, Brian Michael Bendis. He's trying to get it together. Trying to piece the ways with them.
Man.
To get some shit going. Might happen. By 2021. Might happen.
Oh.
Or 2020, possibly. Might have Marvel vs. DC too. Might happen.
I think Marvel need to eat some of that humble pie and treat people with a little bit more dignity than they are doing it now. Because it seems like they treating their people like shit.
Oh.
Like people who worked for them and gave them these brilliant characters ain't getting a dime from it. That's a
guy. People losing their fucking houses, and then they're looking in the fucking on TV and they're seeing their fucking characters that they created, and these executives are on their yachts and shit.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's not. I'll be damned. I would get copyright on my characters.
Yeah, that's like I said. I would certainly do a copyright and trademark, so that way, if you use my character here, here, and here. Like I said, if I didn't get 100% of the rights, I at least get enough to where it's livable.
And you know what the whole thing is now with the box office? Just because you could have the biggest selling movie of all time doesn't mean it's good. It could fucking suck like Last Jedi.
Exactly.
It's about to exceed Titanic.
Yeah, I know. But like I'm saying, like The Last Jedi fucking sucked. Most of the people hated it. Doesn't matter what it fucking made. Yeah. People didn't know any better. You know what? Now they're gonna fucking make all the movies like that because they think that's what people want. People don't want that shit. And now all these people are going to be, and George Lucas, even though he got the money, he's not fucking happy at all, I'm sure.
Oh, no.
I'm fucking sure. He's like, why did I fucking sell this shit?
First of all, you have a person, your CEO is incompetent as fuck. And then you have people making decisions about your characters that you breathe, live, wrote, made money off of, and you have no creative control over them killing certain characters off. I would be pissed off too.
You haven't had Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Mark Hamill together for like fucking 20, 30 years,
Exactly.
right? You fucking write a script where they're all in the fucking movie together. Fuck the, Han Solo broke up with Leia, Luke's on an island. Fuck all that shit. Just get them all together right away. First act that they're together. They find Luke, boom, whatever. That's it. You fix it.
It should have been a classic Star Wars movie. It should have been all this outside stuff, no against Rey and them or Kylo Ren and all them. It should have been. You know what? I really, really am sad that Carrie went on, but
me too.
She should at least have one movie where it was back to old school, because all new people and how they doing this stuff. No, it's not working.
But now they're all dead.
Yeah,
Han Solo's character's dead. Mark Hamill's Luke is dead, and now Carrie Fisher, the actress, is actually dead.
Yeah.
They
can't do
set it up to where Han and Leia went off and looked for Luke while all this other crap was going on. That I would have loved to have seen that rather than the crap that we were seeing.
Too bad they couldn't do something where she had footage, and they say that Han Solo didn't really die either, you know, for some reason, and that he's fucking alive. He was just doing covert shit. She's alive.
Yeah.
Fucking Luke didn't die either. He transported, and then you have like a couple scenes with her, and then you don't say what happened to her. But she's still alive in the universe, but she's died. You know, whatever, and that's it.
Yeah. It should have been done properly, but I haven't had an interest to watch any.
And her actual daughter is her daughter in the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's what they should have did. Because you know what? She looks like her.
Yep.
That's the future. You want to have her as the biggest leader of the resistance. How are you going to do that? You just put her in there. Like, just make her like that. She's adopted, whatever, maybe.
They could have done with Han's death. At the last moment, Ren could have shut off his lightsaber to give the impression that he had stabbed him, and then just shoves him over that balcony. And it leaves you like, ooh. But you don't realize that, because when he brings it back forward, his lightsaber's back on again.
I don't know, man. I think George Lucas should have took more control over this situation than he did. He should have not hands off any of this. He should. If you have that going on, I rest assured, damn sure know that I will have my hands in that pot.
I think they lost faith in him when he did the prequels.
I would, if I had my characters, and I know they're going to be big. I would not. I don't give a shit how much money I needed. I would not sell that shit off like that. I'd get sick to my stomach watching that if it was all wrong.
And the sad thing is, the damage is done now. You can't retract it. Nothing.
Oh, I'd fucking retract it somehow. Do some shit. You got to do some shit. You got to fix it. It's terrible. You can't have it go on like this. It's going to ruin the whole franchise forever.
Why did the hell you gave the CEO that much power to
and then you're worried about Indiana Jones. He's 76.
Yeah.
You want to do Indiana Jones, but you don't want to do Han Solo. I don't understand that. Why wouldn't you want to do Han Solo? Like, why? You have to kill him off. Like, he wants to be killed off. They should have told him no. They should have said, no, dude, just take the money and just be Han Solo for fucking 3 movies. Stop it already. You're being a baby about it.
Yeah. But that's because the CEO of these...
No, Harrison Ford wanted to be killed off.
This is his decision.
That was his decision, 100%.
That was his decision. He wanted to be killed off in the first movie.
That was his decision before they even had a fucking script. When Hurricane Sandy, the day after, he says, if I'm coming back, I'm being killed. Same thing like Bill Murray. Bill Murray wanted to die. All right, he didn't get to be his character, but he still got killed off anyway, even though it was like a cameo. It's ridiculous.
That's a BS move, man. I wouldn't even done that.
Listen, there's actors, and you tell the actors what to do. No, we're not doing it. All right, well, then I'm not going to be in it. Okay, you don't be in it, and then we'll make every single interview there is that you don't want to be in it.
Exactly.
And then you'll be embarrassed as fuck, and then that's it.
They're doing that. you make them a footnote. You don't discuss them any which way, shape, and form.
Well, that's impossible with Han Solo.
Well, I know, but
But
still.
yeah. But that's what you do. You fucking get them to do it. That's the thing. So when you're making a movie,
Well,
there's
remember,
a director, and the director directs, and fuck what this one wants, and fuck what this one wants, and that's it. And I know Ryan Johnson definitely did that because he's like, I don't give a shit, Mark Hamill, you're dying. But let me tell you something. That shit was wrong with him.
That was wrong,
yeah, that was the wrong way of taking
That was a wrong move.
That shit was wrong.
No.
I will not even have that in my house. I don't want that in my house. I don't want Australia in my house.
Rightfully so, because it was a BS move. I mean, if you're gonna make strong decisions, do it not for the right reasons and not for the right reason that you think is right when it ends up to be a wrong reason. You do not mess with Luke like that. Luke is a traditional character. He's on another level than all these new characters that's coming up.
Listen, as a writer, I know I have to grow in certain areas, right?
Yeah.
And each time I do something, I grow. But if it was a choice between Ryan Johnson shit and me fucking writing it, you better fucking believe I would have the greatest shit out there. No one's a fucking man. Exactly. That shit wouldn't happen like that.
Exactly.
Get out of here with that.
No, he
I don't know what the fuck he's trying to do.
Is Ryan Johnson a writer that's doing this, or what?
Ryan Johnson is making the decisions for this shit.
Why the heck?
See, this is what I like to dissect. Because then I'm like, are you single?
Yeah.
Are you this? Are you that? Because maybe that's why. And it's like, oh.
This is just what I don't understand about this whole situation is that like on certain things, like the things that's pissing me off now is that actors coming up to these tech people or directors trying to get jobs now. Outside people are writing for people who already wrote the script. Now they have to put what?
Oh, like Chibnall. Hey, Chibnall, buddy, can we be in a movie? It goes back to Doctor Who, but we have to. But everybody wants a job in Doctor Who. Make sure you're friends with Chibnall. Give him a call. You're in.
That is not the way things should be. Which I'm
screw auditions. You're in.
We are not. We now Doctor Who, so I'm not gonna go into my 2 cents about that. But
I know
is a thing going on with how things are being run, and and it's like
actors have more control of things.
Back in the day, they would say, "Oh, the only way you're gonna get in is if you know somebody." Yeah, that's exactly the way it is with Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And, okay.
Yeah, with Doctor Who, if your buddies with Chibnall, you're in.
Help you with the money. If you don't allow me to do it, this is not.
This type of behavior violates equal opportunity.
Oh, they don't give a shit.
They don't give a BS about that.
They don't give a fuck about that at all. It's all bullshit.
It's all BS. And
it's all bullshit.
Look at old time Hollywood when when all the movie companies had a strict rein on all the actors.
Yeah.
Isn't it like
MGM, you either work for Paramount or you work for RCA?
How fucked up is that?
And if you screwed with one, a lot of times word got out to the other things, and they would not let you act in
blacklist.
How freaked up you could be an actor for 30 years. You're going to make more money than someone else. And now with this whole fucking movement now, a woman who's never acted in her fucking life will be in a movie with you and she's got to get equal pay. What kind of shit is that about? I mean, I understand. Isn't it that you work hard to get what you are, and it's not that bullshit you just get equal pay? That's bullshit.
Here's the thing about that whole movement, and we are like gonna be.
We only have a minute to talk about. We're gonna have to expand into the next.
All right, I'm gonna hold off on my opinion.
We're gonna go right into the next one. Okay. Thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.